Welcome to episode 280 of the Bear Trap on the Boomer Bust channel, a Bears podcast by a Bears fan. I'm your host, Terry, and today, doing a film session, going to the film to see Aaron Rodgers versus our defense. We're going to be looking at the completions, seeing what happened with our defense. It's kind of as simple as that, but I will keep it to the first half. That's where most of the damage was done. And then after that, the game was kind of over. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and get this started. I think it's about 15. It's 21 in total, but I think 15 are in the first half. So again, we're looking at his completions. This is 1st and 10. We know he wasn't sacked, wasn't really touched this game. So play action from under center. Running back kind of helps out the blocking. They just set up a screen to the other side. And again, as I said in the recap, doing what really hurts, and that's misdirection, testing the discipline of a defense. It's one thing to line up and go straight at a team. It's another thing to be disciplined. So they do the jet motion with the handoff look. So you got a lot going on there. And then they screen back to the other side. And Trevathan gets there late, or not gets there late, but sees it late. And not a terrible job by Johnson, wasn't a great job, but at least kind of got there. And not a huge game, but, set him up. We don't really need to look at the end zone copy. So 2nd and 9, as you can see, next play, held it to a yard, play action there. Boot around the other way. And good job by Buster. Not a whole lot going on right there. You play action, kind of split. Instead of blocking, they leak out. You got the pass coming over the top. Surprised Aaron didn't take that shot there because that was wide open. But just drops it down, and Buster does a good job maintaining that leverage and making an open field tackle. So that makes it 3rd and 7. We'll skip the end zone on that one. Makes it 3rd and 7. And so it doesn't look too bad at the moment. So they motion out to empty. We got one safety deep middle of the field, and that looks like Houston Carson or Bush, one of them, can't tell. So it's looking like man coverage across the board. And that, I'm not sure why he was wide open. But that leaves that little drag route open. Let's see. Yeah, so it looks like we did blitz. And that still should have been covered, but that's what you get with that rub action when you go vert and then underneath on one. So then the defender tries to go over the top. Lazard ends up getting the ball early. And that's really the thing Rodgers does. We know, get the ball out quick when he needs to. And since the ball comes out quick, he's able to make a run after that. And as you can see, we rush 5. Nobody really does much. Just a simple pitch and catch. And then Lazard gets the tough yards after that. All right, so 1st and 10. Still in the first quarter here. They got a bunch trips to the left. Motion to a 2x2 out of the shot. Then they motion back with a jet look. Then just check it down. Nothing too crazy there. We do a good job covering it deep. We only rush 4. And there's a lot of people coming out. And so my guess is Buster or somebody isn't supposed to be covering deep. Because we had too many people for 2. And we left the flat open. And Roquan does a good job coming over there late. But as you can see, again, it's testing that discipline. Motion. You're fine. We're set. Then they motion back last second, then snap the ball. So now we got a lot of people coming out of the backfield. We got Lazard coming out late. It's just a lot of action going on. You can see people got confused. So 3rd and 10. Now they're in the white zone or in the red zone, close to the white zone. They must have had a big run. Or a penalty. That's usually what it is. So then they drop back. We only rush 3. So we played a lot of max coverage, and that's really the frustrating part. Because as you can see, there's so much coverage, and then they still get Devontae Adams wide open. Oh, I wouldn't say wide open, but he's open in the end zone. So right there, that's just a lack of pass rush, and Aaron Rodgers is going to keep that play alive. For everybody you hear about, Mahomes, Deshaun Watson, Josh Allen, Russ Wilson, it's Aaron Rodgers that created this style. Aaron Rodgers is the king of extending a play. All these things that you see these young quarterbacks doing came from Aaron Rodgers. And so we'll get to the pass rush, but one more time, you see Devontae Adams is fine. You got Robert Quinn. He funnels him off to a linebacker. Now, there's 2 linebackers on him, but still, you got safety help over the top. It's a lot of coverage. And then nobody gets home, and Aaron has all day to throw. And you know he has a good offensive line. So, Bakhtiari, one of the best. Stalemates, Urban. Nichols is going nowhere. They do a good job on Mac. I mean, Aaron has all day to throw. And when that happens, he's going to find somebody open. Because everybody's staring at Aaron, waiting for him to scramble. All right, so they missed the extra point, 6-3. Things are still close. It's 1st and 10. They motion out to empty. So they get Devontae Adams, and that's a tough open field tackle. That's tough for Buster, but we rush 5. We rush 5. They empty, so we're in man coverage, cover 1. And just a quick little out route, just getting the ball to the playmaker and letting him make some yards, and that's what he ends up doing. But still, I would say pretty good defense. That could have been way worse. And so looking at the pass rush, this is our base front, and we just send all 5. It wasn't bad pass rush at that point. Not enough to affect Aaron Rodgers, but it wasn't horrible. I think Robert Quinn and Mac provided a little bit of pocket collapse. So 1st and 10, empty again. So we're in zone. We got Mac. We only rushed 3. We got Mac and Quinn in coverage. They reroute. Playing in zone. Pretty lost, to be honest with you. They're pretty lost in coverage, or at least Mac is. And then it just goes to Lazard on the dump down. Now, again, not a lot of pass rush. And so Lazard's going to come out with the initial flat route. And then as they do, whips inside, but as they do, and Buster falls a little bit. But Buster, I don't know why Buster starts going deep. But maybe for Mac, that was supposed to be him. But then Mac thinks, hey, this linebacker over the middle, Roquan has it, or Trevathan, but there's a guy over the middle that's occupying his eyes. So, man, some NFL teams with defenses with zone is just terrible. I just never get it. Like, they really just stare at the quarterback and cover nothing. Like, instead of talking and like, man, in something. Just tell him, Mac, get him. I don't know, Buster, talk. So again, 3 pass rush all day. Able to find Lazard. Natural rub, and then Lazard just making yards. And I mean that's one of the hard things. So 2nd and 8, but what's one of the hard things when you got good quarterbacks is like, do you blitz them? They shred you on the blitz, or do you play max coverage and they got all day to throw? And so let's back that up. So obviously they're in the red zone. 5-step drop back. Looks like we rush 4, end up in man coverage. Or the way people moving, maybe it's not man, but we ended up in a zone. I'm guessing it's not man because we wouldn't have Trevathan in man coverage against Devontae Adams. But the way some people move, we take the flat here, we take that here. I mean, I don't know if this is an inverted man too, but Kyle Fuller's not covering anybody. And if we got Trevathan covering Devontae and man, that's the problem right there. But either way, easy pitch and catch right there to Devontae Adams coming across the field open, which also makes me think it's not a zone because why is nobody on that side? But we rush 4. And as you can see, I mean, there's some pocket collapse, definitely, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They stay in the pocket because they know that's where the plays are made. Now, if you start scrambling around and, like, you know, you're going to lose the play. So 1st and 5. We're in the 2nd quarter now. But they're still there. So play action, naked. And here, Jalen just loses it. So they play action. As you can see, Jalen's eyes are in the backfield. I don't know if it's man or if it's zone, but either way, I know he's supposed to be out there. His eyes are in the backfield. Picking on a rookie, that's easy. Mercedes Lewis sneaks backside. I just realized Mercedes Lewis is still playing. That man been at it for a long time. I mean, that's what you can do when you got a good run game. Everybody eyes in the backfield. So 2nd and 10, 13-3. We're still in the 2nd quarter. So they have a 2-by-2. And again, man coverage. Well, at least to me, what it looks like man coverage. And that's just a quick out. It's just a lot of space. I mean, but the thing is, you got to look at how they line up and where they run it from. Like, in the timing, it's not, because our outs be super late sometimes. But again, the timing with this and the spacing, the way you hesitate inside, heads-o inside, go out, that sets it up. But then just the quick release and the velocity gives the receiver the ball at a point where they can run and get more. Now, it's not like he went for a touchdown, but those extra yards, as you see, they really matter. So 3rd and 1. So they got empty trips to the left. And almost a really good play by Trevathan. Playing in the middle of that. They mugged the A gap. But it looks like we're playing cover 1, a lot of cover 1. And Aaron, I mean, I would say for any quarterback, really, that's a tough pass. Just because you're throwing him into coverage where he could get hurt. But a lot of times you don't have the accuracy to make it work anyway. But A-Rod does. And Khalil doing a good job. He's got some pocket collapse. But, you know, the velocity on that pass, And Devontae selling out, first down is exactly where it needs to be. A lot of cover one, which is interesting because we just don't man coverage a lot. So this is our base front. And again, this is that Packer stuff, man. That stuff that's built in. And I don't know what they call, but they see it. And so they motion on this jet. They open up like they're about to hand off. And Aaron, just good footwork. And good accuracy. And that's the thing. Like, you look at Trubisky and other quarterbacks as well, but in this game, Trubisky, when he has to throw off his back foot or on the move or whatever, his accuracy drops. But you got some guys, some quarterbacks that are able to complete those right on the money. And again, putting the ball where a receiver can run is a huge thing. And some people really underestimate that. They act like, he put the ball somewhere near him, so he's a good quarterback. That's not how there's levels to this, man. All right, so we're in our base front again. And this had to be based on personnel, based on when they bring a tight end in and whoever. So play action again. And it's not even really a screen. It's just a hot route. I mean, they don't go far. Pressure in his face, just gets it out to his hot route. So 4th and 2. And this is before the half. So we're still in the second quarter. I'm surprised he went there and not here. Both of them was open, but. All right, so let's back up and see what we got. Looks like maybe a little mesh. Anyway, we rush 4. We definitely look confused. So, yeah, they run what's supposed to be a mesh route, even though it's a rub route, and it works. Jamal's wide open, but that's open as well. And that's, the mesh route can work both ways. Just catch people up. And Trevathan just got a little bit behind him. And yeah, outside of the edge, there's not a lot of rush going on. Quinn is doing what he can, but he's going against Bakhtiari. And they got help for him. And Mac as well. All right, so now at the red or the white zone. Play action. And this is just Aaron Rodgers. Well, I was going to say making plays with his feet, but he didn't really run around. People made it sound like he was running around all day. He play actions, the handoff, and the jet and all that. His first few reads aren't there. He backs up, but he just tosses it with enough accuracy to where it needs to go. Let me see here. I just want to look one last. Actually, I should have seen it from the end zone, but I don't know if he looked away as well. He backs up. I don't know. Everybody's still scrambling. They just forgot. It's no different than any other play action people run on the end zone. They forget about the tight end when they think they're about to block down. But, it's not exactly that, but still, people get lost. So, but yeah, Aaron Rodgers is doing a good job improvising. And we got lost in coverage there. Again, discipline. 27-10. Let me see. This is the third quarter, so I'll stop it there. That's kind of really where it was. We can continue, but we kind of see what it is. And, the same things that it usually is. A lack of pass rush, consistent pass rush. Now, I would say they got more pocket pressure, as I said, than initially I would thought, but they definitely not enough to affect Aaron Rodgers, who has a different level of pressure threshold. And so there's that. And then we played some man coverage, which was an odd choice. And I think between Buster, Jalen, Eddie especially, and Kyle to an extent, we're not bad at it, but against the Packers, that's not probably what I would have wanted to do. But I understand we done zoned out before and other teams have, and Aaron picks you apart over the middle. So we tried to go man coverage and force him to go down the field on us. And instead they kind of just went to the sideline on us all game. And with inside leverage, when you really want to take that away, that's hard. I mean, it's hard because if you go outside leverage and man, and then they hit a slant or anything skinny post inside, that's to the house. So they put you, hey, look, at the end of the day, it all works together. Whatever we do in coverage doesn't matter if we have zero pass rush. And if we have decent pass rush, it doesn't matter if somebody's wide open. So it all works together. It always does. But yeah, that's what it looks like. So I'm curious to look at the run game as well. But anyway, so that's it for that. Go down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Share it around. Get the conversation started. Thumbs up, subscribe, and remember, stay up and bear down.